I want to bring in as well John Rettinger, president of Techno Buffalo. John, great of you to join us today. So they've got a couple of problems here, at least according to reports: advertiser fatigue and user fatigue. Will this new redesign help?
So this redesign is aimed squarely at addressing both of those issues. Now, certainly putting pictures front and center, making videos easier to find is great for the end user, and it makes the end user able to find information easier, but also advertisers find information a lot easier. So people should get ready for larger, louder ads. This is the digital version of putting giant neon lights glowing and arrows pointing right at your new newsfeed.
And in terms of the ads that need to be on Facebook, and am I right in thinking here, John, they kind of need to be very participatory? You know, the average person who goes on Facebook is used to interacting, wants to be able to shape maybe the ad campaign themselves. They need to have that interaction.
Absolutely. Facebook is now responsible to their shareholders, and they're going to be judged squarely on user engagement. And the user engagement has been going down and down despite, over 1 billion users on the social network. So the idea is by putting these loud ads right in front of you, the engagement is going to be much higher. You're going to be able to find advertisements that are geared directly toward to the user.
Is there any possibility this is going to just turn people off? I mean, John, just more ads, more stuff. Is it just going to turn people off and exacerbate the problem that's already going on?
Yeah, so there's absolutely that problem. Facebook, though, despite sort of losing that user engagement, people are still going to Facebook. 61.8% daily active users, they said in their last quarterly earnings. So no one's going away from Facebook. The idea is, though, to make the ads seem more organic to the new newsfeed, so you don't mind seeing them. And they're bringing in information from all kinds of sources. Facebook is even bringing in advertisements from local card purchases that have been done completely offline. If you got a rewards card at the grocery store, you'll start to see those ads show up in your Facebook timeline.
Julia?
And Mandy, I just want to say that the reason why they are putting such an emphasis on photos and why we'll see that also impact the way ads show up is because Facebook has found that people engage much more with photos in their newsfeed than they do with text updates. So people want to see photos, and that's why that's really influencing all of these changes. And at the end of the day, what people engage with, whether it's from their friends or with advertisers, if it is photo-based, then that is going to really direct a lot of what we see on the site moving forward.
Can I ask a question? It's kind of off the topic of Facebook, but in the same sort of sector here, John. Whatever happened to Google Plus?
So funny you should mention that. The new redesign actually looks like Google Plus. Google Plus has been growing, is becoming a platform for sharing video. A lot you can do live video interactions and live streams via Google Plus. They certainly haven't had the engagement that Google was hoping for years ago. But as far as social networks and Google go, it's their biggest success to date. So you can look at that any way you want.
So you think Google Plus is going to be here to stay and get bigger and better?
Yeah, I think Google's got the resources to make sure Google Plus is here.
What do you think, Julia?
To be a while.
Well, Mandy, I think it's really interesting that Zuckerberg stressed today that people on their newsfeed should be able to share with their friends, a small group, and also with the public, a larger group. And that's really what Google Plus has mastered, this ability to share with different circles of people. And so I think that what Zuckerberg is trying to do is make sure that Facebook isn't just a platform for friends to share with friends, but for it to be a platform where sharing with anyone exists, which is what Google Plus does and what Twitter does with sharing in the public sphere.
Yeah, and that's very interesting. Facebook is almost competing with themselves with their Instagram purchase by really putting emphasis on photos. They're trying to almost undercut themselves with Instagram.
Fascinating stuff. There's good space to watch. Thanks, Julia. Thanks, John.